Hello friends, it's Passable. Um, it has been a hot minute since I made a video, and so my makeup's not like done, but I don't look too bad. I shaved real close. I've been doing electrolysis and stuff. Anyways, I thought I'd make a video because I'm dressed at least. I'm wearing some earrings. My hair, washed my hair today. I don't know. I'm eating. I made myself a salad. So I guess it's like a mukbang video, and I'll just cut up the parts where I'm chewing a lot and tell you about what's been going on with me. My voice is getting a lot better. I've been practicing. I had this little app on my phone that I think a lot of trans women who are doing voice training already know about. It is called Voice Pitch Analyzer. It's on the Play Store, so I think it works for iPhone and Android. I don't know if you can read it. Voice Pitch Analyzer. And see, it does this where it shows you your minimums and maximums and your overall progress. It graphs it out for you. Can you see that? So you see, some days I can really pull off a really good feminine range, and other days not so much. I'm at the bottom of the androgynous sometimes. So it's definitely like a if I don't think about it, I go down. But when I'm being conscious of it, I can speak very feminine. I'm very happy with it, but sometimes it's low. So basically what it does is it gives you, that's pitch over time, text. It gives you some text to read. There we go. Pitch over time. Now see how bouncy that is? It goes up and down and up and down and up and down. That's feminine. Even though it's low and it comes out sort of male androgynous, it's feminine because of all the spikies, right? Because women have a tendency to go up and down, where men tend to talk at the bottom of the range all the time. It's a manly kind of way to talk. So if I go up and down, use my pitch in lots of different ways, it's more perceived as feminine. Of course, having higher pitch to begin with is definitely perceived as feminine. I think I don't get clocked for my voice anymore, which I'm glad, because for what I paid. Yes. So this is one that's, I think, is probably a good representation of what a feminine readout on there is. I'm bouncing around a lot, using all of my range. Okay, and then there's one here. Let's see. Oh, look how spiky that one is. Up and down and up and down. Let's see. At one point, I did a manly one on purpose, just as an example. And see, it shows you that the minimum and maximum ranges, and that's kind of a tighter range. Let's see what that looks like over time. See, that's all bouncy too. There was one in there where I did the man voice, and it was like the peaks and valleys were much more. It was, and so that's not about pitch. That's about your intonation and how do you use it. So that's what I've been using to track my voice progress. And when I'm working in the basement, I sing to myself, and my roommates make fun of me because my voice doesn't say. My voice was okay before. I had a pretty decent singing voice before my surgery, but it was more in a low range. And now it's taking a lot of practice to get it back, to have more flexibility, to be able to move rapidly from one tone to another. I can hit higher notes, but like I can't like hit them in progression, like la la la, like it doesn't work. But I can go la. Anyways, I can't even do it. I need a lot of warm up, blah 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 blah. It's a lot of work. Voice training is really, really hard. So you have my respect if you're trying, because it ain't easy. And I took a little shortcut, but even with surgery, you can still sound like You could still do the intonation of a man and it still comes out masculine in some way. So you really have to, like, voice training is really important. And there's some good videos online that are directed at trans women who are doing voice training, and you can do a lot of your prelims, at home on your own. It doesn't cost you anything. And this way, when you finally do see a voice coach, like, they start talking and they don't turn to wah, 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 like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you don't want that to happen. If you're paying money, you want to make progress, so you want to, like, preemptively go and do some study. Oh, the salad's delicious. Trans women need to be very aware of nutrition. They have to take care of themselves. And you have to feed yourself good, like, variety. Too much of any one thing is probably bad for you, Like, you don't want to starve yourself and only eat salads. I don't think there's enough protein. So you got to get your protein. Some carbohydrates are not bad unless you have a bunch of excess weight that you're trying to lose. I do not. I saw my doctor last week, my primary care physician, and that is who does the endocrinology end of things, does my blood work and stuff like that. I had a complete round of STD testing because I have had partners, and I want to be sure that I am safe for my own self and for, my partners. I don't want anybody to get sick. I don't want to be the one spreading stuff around, but I don't have any reason to believe that I have anything. But, I could have people who just lie to my face, which is kind of icky. I generally don't have any kind of unprotected sex. And I also generally don't engage in risky sexual activity with people that I don't like. No, like, I make friends with people first before I'm going to engage. Because honestly, anonymous hookups they're just about lost it for me. I just don't. It's no fun, I want someone who, like, I can talk cutesy with and cuddle with and just feel special. Someone who makes me feel special, and someone who bangs me and then goes bye and then doesn't talk to me ever again, or doesn't talk to me until the next time they want that again. That doesn't make me feel special. That makes me feel like a piece of meat, or I don't know. It's just not alluring. I wonder how this lighting is going to turn out. It looks really harsh on my computer screen. I'm not using my good camera because I wanted to get started eating and wanted to record some. I just came from Blue Moon in Lawrenceville, and we had a viewing party for Dragula season 3. It's like a reality TV show competition where the drag queens are drag monsters instead of being beauty queens, and so it's different than, like, RuPaul. I'd say it's on the lower end of, it's low budget, and it's not on TV. It's on I think Amazon Prime or something like that. You could search for it on YouTube. And season 3 is pretty good. Like, I'm into it. I really like. I think at this point, well, I'm not going to give it away. No spoilers. No, I won't spoil it. But you should really watch season 3. And if you have time to kill, check out season 1 and 2. I just watched season 1. It was good. It was like 5 hours worth of viewing, and, like, it was interesting. I think it was good, like, to see, like, the progression of the show if you find it interesting. And there's some pretty good characters and some really, like, super cool looks, but they're not all that good. But I don't know, if you're looking for something different than, like, beauty queen drag, you should definitely check it out. And so we are in my room. I live in the tall tower, I tell people, but really it's the attic. So my closet is the dormer over there. There's a rod with things. I've got a mirror in the back there. I've got a big roll of carpet padding foam so that I can make this place comfy. I did electrolysis on myself today for like at least 3 hours. And I've gotten most of my upper lip, which is no small task. That's a lot of upper lip, you know? A big face. And there's a lot of hair. So I'm really glad that like that's coming to an end, but then I have to do over here, like right here, like there's a triangle right here and one on this side where the hair is just so coarse and so dense. Like it's like there's hardly any skin, it's just all hair. It's like whoa. But it grows a lot slower. Like I can go like 3 days without shaving and then it just like it's showing really. I mean I can't put makeup over it unless I shave every day. But it is growing slower. And it's like softer. Like the thick hairs are like, they used to be really like wiry and now they're more like rubbery, which is like still terrible, but I think it's an improvement. I think it doesn't matter. They all need killed with electrolysis anyways. So things are going good in my house. I live with 2 gay men who also do drag. So we have our own sort of little house of drag here, and I'm definitely not in charge. I have been working in the basement of this house. It's old and dingy and dirty. And I've been hanging lights and scrubbing walls and scraping the rafters and painting and trying to get it like, oh, I moved some duct work. I had to install some outlets so we could plug stuff in because you can't get ready to do something when there's not an outlet anywhere. You know, there was like one outlet in the ceiling in one place. It's like, no, this is crazy. You have to put an outlet down the wall here and there, you know, and there's a toilet down there with no sink and there's no shower. I don't think I'm going to do that because I rent. I don't think I'm going to put in a shower and a sink, but at least I'm going to like put like a surround around the toilet so like you can close the door and not be disturbed. And there's a light over the toilet so you're not sitting in a moldy dark corner of the basement using the toilet while someone else is on the other side of the basement maybe trying to do you know, make things for drag or paint, you know, because everyone can congregate in the bathroom, and we only have one bathroom. There's 3 people live in the house and we have guests. Sometimes we have 2 other people here, so when there's 5 people in the house, you really need more than one bathroom for 5 adults, because it always seems like everybody's trying to get ready to go at the same time, which makes sense because we're all going out to the club at the same time to perform or whatever. And it's been good. I have a they friend, a non-binary partner friend, and they're wonderful. Hi, Bastian, if you're watching. And they're not my only partner, but they're my closest partner. We've been getting along really well, and that makes me feel happy. And I have some other friends that I get to see on a regular basis, and I get to go out and see all my acquaintances and friends at the clubs and the bars. Fellow performers. Oh, I have such good friends. There's so many great performers in Pittsburgh. I got to meet Madeline Hatter, who is in season 3 of Dragula, and I just got to meet Rip Lee, who is from Tampa, Florida, and it was amazing. Stayed here for a week. We had a great time. Madeline was here for a couple days. Great time. stayed here in my living room, which is super cool. Like I get the like exclusive meet and greet, you know. And I just try and play hostess as best as I can, you know, like welcome to our house. If there's anything you need, anywhere you need to go, let me know and I will make it happen. And like Elizabeth's at work during the day, so like I'm trying to entertain. And I mean, not that they can't entertain themselves, but it's nice to have someone show you around a little bit, or trying to do my thing. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. I'll be back.